market recap 21st 08 2025. So market closed on an inside day. An inside day is basically where we don't take previous daily high or previous daily low. This is very rare, right? Like, it happens, like as you can see here, but an eye where it happened before. And I think I started looking since here, right? Since May, like end of May. It's like start of June, right? So since start of June, we have it once here 8th of July and here once in 21st of August. So it's always good to look for previous daily high or previous daily low or previous daily high to get taken as a draw on liquidity and trade into that direction, which got me cooked today. But I guess I understood my lesson. So let's drop down to the lower time frame. Describe the buys. Well, for this day I came in, I'm pretty sure I typed see, I don't even have inside day logged, right? That's how it is. But for this day is I came into the market saying my daily buy is either way, because I can see both sides, right? So I can see us respecting the wick and then going higher to trade previous daily high, or we could respect this wick, right, and then drop lower, which we nearly did. I mean, to be fair, we did for both. I'm gonna show you the lower time frame. Alright, so let's go to actual trading chart. So dropping down to, let's drop down to 15 first. All right, if you can see earlier overnight we made the high, we took the high, just slightly took the high, and then made another high for it. So this is going to be an intermediate term high, but if I look closely, there's also highs here and here, which makes this an intermediate term, and in that makes this, which makes this a long-term high basically. So this is a long-term high. I was not looking at the market structure, and that's why it wasn't taken. This ain't really buy side. A long-term high is a long-term high, right? It doesn't get taken unless we take something, and that's why I didn't look. That's what got me at the start of the day, because it was either way. I'm more bearish on the higher time frame, but I wouldn't mind if today was bullish, if we like rebalance the range a bit. But if this high just went up just slightly more to here, which would be the wick on the daily time frame that I mentioned, then I would have been like, yeah, cool, today's short, I'm not gonna look at long, right? So today is the first day for Jackson Hole, and the fact that we opened right, okay, that's 9 a.m. opening, 9:30, right? We drop down, we go up. What's this? We drop down, we go up, right? And then I'm like, I'm still waiting, and we drop down again all the way till 9:46, right? Now I'm starting looking at a trade, right? We hit the CE on the daily, clearly respecting it, and we start going up. Just because it's Jackson Hole, I think there was news at 9:45 as well, right? So this is what news does. Takes us down to the CE, then goes up. Till this point, I'm still questioning it because it's Jackson Hole, and I'm expecting some sort of manipulation first. So any other day, I'll probably take a trade somewhere here to like try and long it, right? Reach for them highs. But no, I see that we close below it, we go down, then we wick, and we close above. That is very bullish. And then you start seeing like fair value guys start printing, right? That I don't expect to be filled, because this was just a manipulation. So if we go hella fast, we're going to displace, and we're not going to come back to these gaps. These are breakaway gaps. So once I confirmed everything, I took my long inside the breaker, so low, high, lower, low, and then this part of the breaker with the order block, I got my fill here, right? So my first idea was the long to what? At least these highs and previous daily high. But I didn't aim for previous daily high. I was saying maybe we could go to these highs and then just hit the wick and then start going for previous daily low. That's a possibility. So I put my TP here. What do? We go all the way up to midnight price. And at this point, I even left the PC because I was like, yeah, cool. At this point, we should be going up. I come back like 5 minutes later and I'm already out of the trade basically. Right? Because I expected this gap to hold and just go up for the target, right? Like any other day, we are inside our opening range, right? We left our opening range. We have left our opening range gap, right? At this point, there is no reason for us to even think about dropping below this low. So I was that confident in my trade that I just left it, right? I wanted to do my stuff, just waiting for it to just hit TP. That's cool, you know. Take the loss, but I should have put a better stop loss, maybe this low, something like here. I kind of let it just run back all the way. I think I tried to revenge trade, and just when I realized it was a revenge trade, I just closed it for like a small 100 loss or something like that. Cool. Them two are not bad, but then I went back on the higher time frame and I'm like, okay, let me get this right. What is the narrative, right? We went and hit midnight price. If you're a buyer, you buy below midnight price. If you're a seller, you sell above midnight price, right? For a discount, for your most premium discount. Depends on how days open, right? So this would be the most discounted area to sell. I looked at the higher time frame and I was like, wait, we're still heavy. On the daily time frame, it doesn't make sense for us. We were like down here to go and close all of this and go to this high. Just doesn't make sense. What makes more sense is us going for a previous daily low. So I flipped my whole bias, right? But I couldn't see anything clear. I watch this, I see we respect this gap and go lower. I'm there waiting. There's other stuff that could push us higher. But then I look at this push where we go up, close this gap, take this high, then do it again, take this high. And then now here we go into this gap and then drop. Took a 15-second gap somewhere here and just basically shorted the inverse of this. Aiming for what? That's the problem. The trade was perfect, right? Trade was perfect. Like I got cooked in the morning, that's cool. But then I seen the bias and I flipped. My dumbass, because look, we go and peak above the opening range, right? We were respecting it here. We just do this to get the gap and then drop down. That's too many confirmations, right? Into the right side, into the high time frame side. It's a good trade. Take the short, right? Logical targets, what are they? This low and this low, right? At the end of the opening range. As you can see, it hit it, but I clearly don't sound too happy about what I've done. It's because I aimed all the way for previous daily low, right? Because as you can see, we almost always get previous daily low or previous daily high, right? And I expected us to just be like, okay, dump time, and then go for previous daily low. So I put the full TP there and just left it, and I put stop loss at break even, knowing it's a high resistance day. Because just look at this, you know what I'm saying? It can come back very, very, very much. So I was like, you know what? I'm cool with it. Took it, and then I think I pyramided somewhere down here. So it got the average to around here, right? Above this gap. I also seen these highs and I was like, okay, it could be bumping it, and then like this, as you can see, just respecting it, and then starts dropping lower all the way to the target. Do something from like 2 p.m. Anyway, the trade plays out for both the logical TPs that I'll take on any day, and then once it leaves the opening range the opening range, and goes back into it, that should be my sign to close it. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I tried to go for the home run when this was, I'm telling you, this was already way more than enough, right? I think the average was somewhere down here, so yeah, this is more than enough, right? So what did I learn? my analysis is still good, even in like manipulated days like this, right? Like this week is full of manipulation because it's Jackson Hole, right? That's cool. I know I can trade. I know I can pick setups and basically gauge where market is going and then work on that direction. My problem is some days I try to go for the whole thing and I fuck up, right? If you were trying to tell me if I just go for 1.5k, I guarantee almost every day there's like a very high, like 80-90% chance I could grab 1.5k, right? My problem is going for these home runs and then getting a break even and then try to go for the home run again, blah blah blah, right? If I calculate 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, boom, like that's like what, 4.5 in a week. Just need 3 days of doing that. That's all I need, because I keep forgetting I can copy trade accounts. And I need to start copy trading accounts. Because then I don't need to go for the home runs. That 1.5 will be 4.5 if it's 3 accounts. And you just think about it that way. So, but now, I went on my account on Top Step, and at 1.5, it would liquidate me and lock out my account, right? Somewhat to train my psychology. The only days that will be opened is CPI, PPI, and NFP. Maybe FOMC. Not even PPI, CPI, NFP, and FOMC. That's the only 3 days that profit target will be open for more than 1.5k. Because if you're trying to get more than that, if you're trying to demand more than that, eventually you're gonna lose it, right? Or it'll come back heavy, or it's just a waste of time, right? For the mental, it's not worth it. But yeah, that's the recap for today. Guess it's a garbage day to trade, but with experience, it's kind of obvious what it's doing. But the only part that wasn't obvious is this, not taking previous day low. You can never expect these, I guess, but I'ma just note this day, and hopefully it don't happen again to me when I'm expecting a previous day low or high and it just reverses and decides to have an inside day, because again, it's hella rare. But yeah, I learned a lot, and we'll come back better for next week. I'm not even gonna trade tomorrow. I'm not even gonna bother, because if this is how we're gonna trade, I'm good. But yeah, probably be back on Monday, or might recap tomorrow, just on a general basis, not with as in a trade, because I'll first thing I'll do tomorrow is lock out my account, so I can't even trade it. But yeah, safe.